Hey there folks, SeKo Starcraft back with some more SC2 action, one of my games. This game is mega long, so I'm going to try and speed it up here at the beginning. Gets pretty tense. Very interesting kind of low econ, how to keep yourself alive versus somebody that's doing a heck of a lot more stuff than you. Against Taco Catium, Zerg on the top left. I really don't know much about this map. I've never played a game on this map that was more than like 10 minutes. So I'm not too sure exactly what to expect. I was hoping to block that hatchery, I did not. I'm going to be doing some speed casting at the beginning because of how long this game is. In comes in the Overlord. I will see that with my Marine. And I'm going to run over to kill that here. A little delayed. I am throwing down a command center on the high ground as part of a wall. I pop out a second Marine coming down to finish the job of the first. Which is good. It didn't supply block him because he was aware enough to get out another one, but he is supply blocked now. Overlord's on the way, but I won't delay him too badly. A couple of queens out hitting his injects, so he's in a pretty good spot, I would say. Moving up to a really fast third. Looks like I just missed that going down. Scan his base to see if there's lair. There is not. I didn't understand it because I didn't see this third base, but now watching this replay, that makes more sense. I will move over my other base, throwing down a bunker in a little bit of a back spot. That way it's harder to surround as a bunch of Zerglings. Walling off the front with more supply depots, triple barracks, moving into a factory. He is throwing down a spire. Units wise, he's got a pretty good lead on workers because my macro was pretty delayed. My command center was pretty far behind him, and I'm putting no pressure on him, so units wise, he's got no attacking units on the ground other than some queens. I scan and see the spire. So down goes some missile turrets, engineering bays, already making 1-1 on my side. He is getting his speed for the Zergling. He's got Baneling speed before Zergling speed, as well as +1 missile for his air attacks. Alright, what the heck else is going on right now? Not too much. Throwing down another command center. I'm going to go for a drop. I ran in one Marine to see what was going on. I'm going to go drop in the back. These guys do not have stim. Getting a lot of worker kills. I didn't see the Banelings, but they cleaned that up rather effectively. Starting to produce mutalisks. But I'm back at home now. I'm going to start making widowmines as well as medevacs and lots of Marines at the same time. Trying to get my worker production moving along. But as you can see, I'm missing producing workers, whereas he is not. Throwing down a couple widowmines right at the front of this choke. Units wise, what are we at? Yeah, that guy's kicking my ass on workers. Though I do have my third base down, he's got a killer economy over mine. Gonna go for a little bit of a drop. Slow down slightly here for this. Oh yes, I did run in one Marine to the south, put on some pressure. I was hoping to distract the rest of his army. Appears he did not take the bait. Accidentally grabbed one of these medevacs, but I think I figured out pretty quickly that I'm missing one. Trying to spread out my Marine, drops a little bit. Immediately throw down the widowmines. I actually kind of want to slow this down a lot and see how many I kill. Widowmine. 9 kills. Oh, I didn't save before it died. Regardless, it looks like I killed a lot of stuff. So his supplies back down towards mine. I'm going to build this into a planetary. Same time, this Marine's actually just wailing away over here, completely uncontested. Building a couple mutalisks to try to put some pressure on. I do have enough Marines to shoot that away, though. I did throw down a couple of bunkers here, just in case he did go for some sort of attack on me. This Marine's still getting a fair bit of damage done, which is really funny. I didn't realize he had to run all the way around on this map in order to get to this base. So anyways, this base is vacant. Why is that base vacant? Still got all of his workers. Is he oversaturated somewhere? Are they sitting around somewhere? There they are. Now they all came back. What the hell happened to all of his workers? So yes, back to me. Still producing some more workers. Speed it up once again. I'll only speed it up once here. Trying to keep up on my upgrades. He is pulling a little bit ahead. As you can see, working triple upgrades. And we'll be moving up into hive tech. The guy's got some pretty kick-ass expansion going on here of his tech. Lots of missile turrets to help deflect. Producing lots of Marines at a time, and I want to produce more widowmines at a time as well. You can see he's teching up a lot. His bank is the stupidest I think I've almost ever seen some of these bank ads. 8,000 minerals? Oh man, I'm running down with a small task force because I know this base is on the way up. But it takes a long time to cross this base, in case people did not realize. 157 supply, 20 mutalisks at once. Yeah, that's a thing. Trying to kill a few creep tumors. Just to keep the creep spread away from me. Good spread down the middle here. He's actually rocking and rolling with that. Lots of marines out front. Good chunk of widow mines. Where are these guys going? I didn't know where the entrance to this was. Otherwise, I would have left the widow mines in a better spot. Looks like he wanted to try to push in. But now I've actually managed to come back in here. And I will be able to take out this base without too much difficulty. Which is good. Good timing for the mutalisks coming, because it's the exact same time all of the little tiny buggers came out. But if these had finished, it would have been more effective. I probably should at least try to block the hatch or something too. So he's got a big army. I have lots of widow mines and marines, and I'm starting to produce more otters as well, because I know about the amount of different banelings he has in play. He's just hovering around, trying to pick his moment, I suppose. He can max out at any moment. Just getting tons of upgrades, lots of overlords, and he's in a pretty good spot. I think he killed the widow mines. Yes, he did. I see lots and lots and lots of mutalisks. So I figured that's all he's going to be going on. I believe I moved a few widow mines around to different spots. I will burrow those shortly, just to be able to make sure I cover the front. Now I'm going to try to push in a little bit to put pressure on. I'm waiting back too long. The supplies are actually fairly equal at the moment. Widow mines go down. I'm going to split up my army, stem into different directions. In comes his army. 12 kills on one widow mine, 9 kills on the others. These guys managed to come up here, kill a ton of workers. Looks like I tried to get down the hatch, but it was not enough. Throwing down 2 ninja command centers at the same time, because I've got a ton of money as well. He tries to come in with all of his mutas. I do have enough turrets up. I was hoping to bait him into my widow mines. I was not able to do so, though. I think he picks off one. Ooh, good little hit, though. Well, these widow mines are still alive. Ooh, that was a great hit. Some pretty toasty little buggers there. So supplies, I actually have a supply lead, and I didn't realize that at the time. I thought I was in a really tough spot. My production is not good enough, though. I need to be producing... I've got a lot of buildings producing marines. I need to produce more and more quickly. Going to transfer around some workers down to here. Planetary it up, missile turret it up, and hopefully be able to survive just fine. Speed it up once again. He's maxing on his upgrades. I'm actually keeping up fairly okay with mine. Not too far behind him in this endeavor, which I'm happy with. Handful of marines, just going to run up here. Was hoping to pick off a few more workers than I did. Just getting a little bit of damage in here and there. At the same time, though, I dropped to the back of this base. Now, if he comes with this mutalisks, because my marines are almost 3-3, that's 14 ultras away. His guys here are 1-1. Once again, good timing for him when his hatchery goes down, I suppose, because he loses very few mutas against my upgraded bio. Though he is still back down to 3 bases. More and more widow mines coming out. This base is now finished. This one's actually got some people mining at it, and I'm getting my gas right away. Because, well, don't really have any stressing needs from either. I haven't even taken the gas from these two, because minerals seem to be more important for my mass marine production. Lots and lots of widow mines out here. Now they don't get attack upgrades. All they get is the armor upgrades, which I have not researched any of them. That is a lot of fully upgraded ultralisks. He's maxed out. I scan this, and it looks like this is the time for him to move out. Wow. Go widow mines. Now he's obviously crushing through this really well. I have to run away because these fully upgraded Ultralisks are ravaging me. None of my widowmines actually get down in time because he's got detection here. I really expected him, because he still has all of his Ultralisks left, essentially. I think maybe he lost one. I really expected him to come after me. If he just went up into my main, I would have just died. He would have just killed me right there. I don't know why I'm running my SCVs. Oh, that's why. I didn't want to run him down here, because then he'd know that I have a base down here. So instead I run them all to their death, instead of just leaving them there to live. I've got to run around a drop because I'm behind on that side. Try to repair the planetary. Probably been worth my time to actually try to run. Oh man, I lost a lot. If we look at the workers kill tab, it's going to be sick. Well, actually, we're fairly even. He's killed, what does he say, 40? It's my 53. He had more workers to kill, though, in his defense. So anyways, I'm back to Marauder production and Marines. Try and do a little bit better. Lots of Zerglings out for map control. And my drop should be coming around the other side here really soon. He does have... I don't think he's got any Mutalisks left, does he? He lost, I think, all of his Mutalisks in that attack to my widowmines. I don't really have many SCVs down here, unfortunately. I do try to pull them all up to do a repair, but there's not much surface area to repair with. So we're gonna stay alive. Just barely stays alive. God, that's funny. Those things sail. Anyways, that stays alive. This thing's going down. More command centers at the bottom because I have the money to right now. Did a nice drop here. He doesn't have any Mutalisks. He's making 21 more Mutalisks. Well, the guy had a bank, I suppose. So this base should end up going down. Yes, it does. I will pick up all my units, though, and head down to the next base that I scouted with my medevac as it flew over. Here come in all of the Ultras. Now I'm going to do an attack on that base. He is going to come in after this bad boy. There really isn't much I can do about this, unfortunately. He sends in his Mutalisks in a really bad way. I mean, now the rest of them are coming in, and he'll be able to deal with them alright. This goes down. So he's double my supply, but this is my opportunity to go and try to get a little bit of damage in, so I'm going to be funky. He doesn't know about this yet, I'm pretty sure. No, he does not. That's so fortunate for me. But in comes this attack. Kill off that hatchery. So essentially, he is down to no mining bases. Nothing. He has this thing that just started. Actually, that did get up. But I did some damage. Now I'm going to run away. Unfortunately, I know that I'm caught in a bad spot. I did kill off one Ultralisk that was trying to pincer me. These guys are pretty badly stimmed. I've got this great choke that I want to use. But unfortunately, it didn't work out quite as well as I had hoped. Yeah, he didn't really lose anything of his Ultras. This base at least is mining with a few guys. That's cool, right? Down to 53 workers. Nice big double drop I'm going to run around with. Ooh, mutas. Wow. That killed off almost all of his mutas with those middle mines. And in fact, he loses all of his mutas again. You need those marauders against the Ultralisks. There's not really much else you can do. Did I come back with that drop? Nope. Still going for the drop. Picked up this. He thinks that I'm up here, and I noticed that I don't want to lead him into my other base. So I'm pretty sure I turned this bad boy around here pretty quick. Yep, I turned it around. And he's actually going to follow that. But I've killed so many of his Mutalisks now. If you look at his units, all of his mutas are gone. And the mutas are so important for him to deny drops, if he can. I know that this is full of marauders too, which is why I figured it would only be a matter of time before all of this guy's mutas would take it out. 13 more mutas. He's almost out of gas though. So that base is down now. How many workers does he have? Still got a pile of workers. What are they doing right now though? I think getting gas at different spots. Big army. Slightly beat up. Not very big army. In rough shape. Looks like he wants to fall around this orbital. We'll speed it up here a little bit again. Lost a couple more mutas here and there. Gets a little bit of damage in on the command center. I pull my army over to this side to try to get some damage in. Looks like now you might want to try to push up. Bad choke though. Now I finally have enough units to maybe deal with this. Plus I have my drop coming home at the same time. I do pick it up because they were going to get surrounded. Missile turrets actually came back in handy there. So I'm in an okay spot. I know that out here he's got a handful of mutas. I believe I have enough army to deal with it, even though my supply is really small. So it's time for some kiting. Kiting. I don't have very much in here for marines, unfortunately. I have no marines left, so I have to run home and produce more marines. He is ninjing an expansion right next to my ninja expansion. This is really, really funny. And sending all of his workers in. So the guy really doesn't have much for units. He's got 4 mutas. And I think that's it. 40 drones though. A couple queens. So this base is landed so I can drop the mules. I'm pretty sure I scouted those workers with my command center when he ran by though. So this base now is up, so he now finally has income again. He's making another big pile of ultras. Gas is his really big limiting factor. You see now I'm moving out. I unfortunately sent my group of marauders with no marine coverage down beside all the mutas. So they're going to pick away. I mean, they're not going to kill too many of them because they're pretty rugged. But, regardless, that's a little bit unfortunate for me. Still rallying to the top of my base, trying to produce as many marines as I can at a time. Because I didn't think he could afford to actually do more do any more ultralisks. I gotta come down here and snipe this base. So that base gets sniped up. I don't have any marines left, so I'm just gonna return back to these. Does he lose any? Loses 1. Almost a second. I did drop this command center here just to kind of block. Building a supply depot just to block that spot. I'll lift that up just so it doesn't die. And now we're back to speeding it up again as Shawnee tries to remake some semblance of an army. Double planetaries here with the missile turrets in front. Obviously quite helpful. Here's the rest of my army. That is quite a few ultras though, so I don't think I want to tangle with that. He is going to try and sneak his expansion once again. For me, this would be a great spot to try to pick off some workers, but he sees ultralisks are coming back up again. I picked them up rather than risk losing them all. I keep feeling like my army should win against this, and it doesn't. Marines, I thought, did well against those. They do not. And I lose my medevac, so I'm back down to 25 supply. When I was in such a good position. I had such a good army. Yes. Lots of Lings out now. Lings should help him out quite a bit because they're much more cost effective at this stage of the game when he has no resources. He's out of gas to make anything else super cool. But I am mining right now. Not by much, but a little bit. And I'm starting to produce more of an army once again. What I really thought was important out of all this, though, was to try to snipe off his ultralisk den. For some reason in my mind, that was the key thing. Even though he's got no gas, and that really doesn't make any difference. I see this base is down again and starting to do stuff. He's trying to produce a queen down there. His creep spread he probably could have kept. Yeah, he's working on it to try to run down to the bottom. I don't know why he hasn't tried taking a closer base that he can actually manage. So when he comes from the drop, he runs his army home to deal with this. Which is wise, otherwise I would have killed all of his tech off. In hindsight, killing the spawning patrol probably would have been more important. But I wanted to kill that ultralist den so I didn't have to deal with any more of them. Pick up my army because I can't afford to lose it. And he's going to be expanding one more time in the south, which I've scouted. Still haven't really produced any workers up here for any of this stuff either. Pretty unfortunate. Still trying to produce a bit of an army. And I'm going to try to move out once again with it. Speed up a bit more. Another... Oh boy, good scout by him on this. He pulls back though. He probably could have taken that army no problem. He is down here to try and protect his base. I need to kill that base. Oh, he still got 3 mutas left. Sure. I come down here. I want to snipe this hatchery as fast as I can. Unfortunately for me, is I got a little greedy about sticking around too long, and he actually comes around at the top. I tried to run out of there, but I get surrounded way too fast. So that army gets cleaned up, no problem. Planetaries in place. 6 kills, 5 kills. Well, they're killing as much as they can, which wasn't much, but do the damage. I believe I do save. Yeah, I saved the orbital. Loses most of his overseers in that. And I'm going to run home now. Speed it up a bit more again. Oh yes, now I start making some more workers. Isn't that cute? Now here's Shawnee doing ultra micro time. Obviously I gotta keep stimming to try to keep up with this. 3 left. My units are like one-shottable now, they're so weak. Gonna do a little bit of Dance of Death. Try to take these guys out. Oop. Back down to 25 supply again. Seems my lucky number. And down it goes. Alright. But I am pretty sure that this base is down here, I believe. Yes, I do know that base is down there. So I do pick up and go for another drop. I see that he is aware of this because I'm going to fly right over top of his army while I'm doing that. I'm surprised he really hasn't tried for a run-by during this game. I mean, I've had always my army rallying to the front here, but as you can see, I am broke beyond any measure of coming back from at the moment. Trying to put up another base over here. He did manage to get up to 2,000 minerals really quickly. I catch his lings on the wrong side of the map. So I'm going to try to kill off workers. Out of all this, I have not forced them to have to make more workers. I've only really focused on trying to kill off hatcheries. Looks like I lost 1 marauder out of that. I was hoping to do a little bit of doodling back here. That appears to have not been a successful option to try. I over-mule this piece, and well, there's still a couple hundred minerals remaining. Kind of a waste of mules, but they're almost spent anyways. Good chunk of army. Mules helped me out a ton there, get back up into place, making 13 more workers. Trying to attack that supply depot, and this supply depot is still blocking those hatches, which is hilarious. He is following back with his lings. I actually want him to do this a little bit so that I can run him into the rest of my army that's coming out. Speed it up once more. So I'm going to stim, kill off a whole bunch of lings. Free kills are very important. Come down here. Kill off a bunch more workers, kill off some more lings, kill off a hatch. I scan ahead and I see the banelings. I use my rotters to take those out, no problem. And he GG's at the end. I GG out as well. That was a really silly game. I don't know if there's any other words to really describe it. And it was pretty awkward. So we'll see if I end up posting this one live or not. But I enjoyed playing it. It was pretty challenging to try to make a comeback from that. A lot of bad decisions. Probably the first game I went up against ultra late game Ultralisks with Bio. Right on. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you later.